When people talk about magic, there are always two sides to it. The first side is the one that focuses on entertainment, something you see in a magic show where there are card tricks or pulling out a bunny from a heart. The other kind of magic refers to the belief and use of spells, charms, and supernatural powers. Nowadays, you can see and access these types of magic everywhere. They are present in TV shows, movies, and birthday parties as well. Magic is pretty accessible to almost anyone and anywhere in the world. So how can these be regarded as a sin? Is magic a sin? Well, let's dive a bit deeper and find out. What is magic? Magic is the use of means such as charms and spells believed to have supernatural power over natural forces. It is an extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural source. Magic is also something that seems to cast a spell and the art of producing illusions. The Catholic Church and magic. The Catholic Church view magic in the Catechism of the Catholic Church 2115 to 2117, stating its regard on divination and magic. 2115. God can reveal the future to his prophets or to other saints. Still, a sound Christian attitude consists in putting oneself confidently into the hands of providence for whatever concerns the future and giving up all unhealthy curiosity about it. Improvidence, however, can constitute a lack of responsibility. 2116. All forms of divination are to be rejected. Recourse to Satan or demons, conjuring up the dead, or other practices falsely supposed to unveil the future. Consulting horoscopes, astrology, palm reading, interpretation of omens and lots, the phenomena of clairvoyance, and recourse to mediums all conceal a desire for power over time, history, and in the last analysis, other human beings, as well as a wish to conciliate hidden powers. They contradict the honor, respect, and loving fear we owe to God alone. 2117. All practices of magic or sorcery by which one attempts to tame occult powers so as to place them at one's service and have a supernatural power over others, even if these were for the sake of restoring their health, are gravely contrary to the virtue of religion. These practices are even more to be condemned when accompanied by the intention of harming someone or when they have recourse to the intervention of demons. Wearing charms is also reprehensible. Spiritism often implies divination or magical practices. The Church, for her part, warns the faithful against it. Recourse to so-called traditional cures does not justify either the invocation of evil powers or the exploitation of another's credulity. Based on that definition, the Catholic Church clearly views any sort of practice and belief of magic attached to supernatural, extraordinary, enchantment powers and forces as something obstructive to the virtues of religion. It is also condemned when done with ill-harming intentions. Is watching magic a sin? If you are just attending a magic show for entertainment at a birthday party that shows card tricks, juggling, and sleight of hand illusion art, then attending such an event is not a sin. Given that, of course, you are aware that these shows are just for pure entertainment. There is no harm in being entertained by such magic shows. Is reading and watching stories with magic or sin? There are many books, movies, and shows that feature the theme of magic and witchcraft that are widely available and accessible today. There are even some children and young adult books on this theme, and you might be wondering if it's safe for your children to engage in such books and movies. The important thing here is that these materials are categorized as fiction, therefore, they are made purely for entertainment. It is important to spread awareness, especially to young viewers and readers, that these stories are merely just stories and written for amusement. To an extent, it depends on the context of the stories, but if it is labeled as fiction and is set in a very obvious made-up magical world, then it may not fall under the belt of sin. When is magic a sin? Magic becomes a sin if you practice it. This is the sense that we are talking about magic with the supernatural, using spells and charms. It even becomes much more of a grave sin if you engage with this type of magic while having intentions of harming others or practicing it in a form of cursing someone and wishing them ill. If you are talking about practicing magic by learning a couple of sleight of hand illusion acts as a hobby and to entertain people, then magic in that sense is not seen as a sin.